The last two morphing effects are wave horizontal and wave vertical. We'll first apply this morphing effect to the center of the flower as we've done before. The design has already been ungrouped. I'll select the flower and then click on wave horizontal. Wave horizontal will move the outlines and stitches to follow a horizontal wave pattern. There are two reshape sliders. One is wave horizontal amplitude, and I'm going to move this up into the 80s. And then the other is the frequency, and we'll move this slider into the 40s. And then release the mouse, press escape to deactivate the effect. For the right leaf, I'm going to change only the amplitude. And we'll bring this up in the 70s. And then press escape and select the left leaf. This time, I'm going to only change the frequency, and we'll move it into the 70s as well. You can see that there's a little bit more distortion with the amplitude than there is with the frequency. Wave vertical will move the stitches to follow a vertical wave pattern. Again, let's select the flower and select wave vertical. Now you'll notice that the wave frequency and the wave amplitude are switched in positions here. The amplitude is the horizontal bar and the frequency is the vertical bar. I'm going to change this into the 40s and this into the 70s. And you can see how the flower is distorted. With the right leaf, we're going to change just the amplitude. So this is the horizontal bar, and we're going to change it to 70. Press escape, select the left leaf, and I'm going to change it to 70 as well, but I'm going to change the frequency. So you can see the effect of frequency as well as amplitude. For the third example, let's apply wave horizontal to the entire design. So I'm going to draw a bounding box around the entire design. I'll select wave horizontal, and I'm going to change both the amplitude and the frequency 60s. You can see how it just gives a nice wave to that design. Press escape, and then notice what happens when we apply these same values to a vertical design. I'll click on wave horizontal and change the amplitude and the frequency up to about 60. There's quite a bit of distortion, and you can see that the frequency really distorts this design. That would not be a successful morphed object. For this design, let's apply the vertical wave. I'll click on the vertical wave, and again, I have the two controls. I'm going to only change the frequency to 60. Or thereabouts. Press escape. And now let's apply wave vertical to this vertical design. I'll change the frequency to somewhere in the 60s and the amplitude also in the 60s. You can see that it has a nice wave pattern to the entire design. Wave vertical has a much nicer effect when applied to vertical objects. Wave horizontal has a much nicer effect when applied to horizontal objects.